Okay, so first video. Uh, the really boring, brutal stuff, but very important. How to situate yourself with an upright. Pretty easy with an electric bass, but there is something that I think is really interesting, which transfers nicely. I was watching a video, a strat making video with Stu Ham, and he was talking about how he makes his bass straps out of this special material so they don't stretch. And the important thing for him is that when he's sitting, I'm not going to grab a bass here. When he's sitting, his strap is the same length when he's seated and he's got his bass in his lap to when he's standing up. Okay? And the rationale there is that the neck is always like in the same relative position to where you are. And what's good about that is, and especially with the upright bass, is that your ability to build consistency and muscle memory is going to go a lot faster if you're always positioned in the same way. So I don't think it's that unimportant or fundamental idea to establish up front how you're going to position yourself with your bass. There's tons of good videos out there. I'm not going to get into all the details. If you haven't seen discoverbass.com, discoverdouble-bass.com with Jeff and his crew, amazing videos, really super helpful content on lots of technique and how to get set up properly. But I guess the thing I want you to take away from this, one of the key learning takeaways is what's really important is that you get set up in a position where you're comfortable, where your back isn't going to hurt, that you're positioned in a consistent way every time you approach your practice. For me, I've been playing sitting down for the last few months. I started standing, but I decided to sit because I find them more comfortable, and I'm lazy, I guess. The other thing you're going to want to consider is your muscles. And one of the first things I noticed, when I would set up for practice is, after 15 minutes, my shoulder would just be aching, and it's just, you end up using you end up sort of holding your arm out, your left arm, and what ends up happening is you end up wanting to do this, and it's because your muscles just aren't really used to maintaining, this sort of, outward trajectory of your arm. And I would even maybe go as far as to recommend anybody just starting out, stretch out your shoulders and take breaks. The other thing you may want to do is quite literally get some, do some exercises where you're like actually start like working out this, especially this left shoulder, because it's going to be having, if you're going to practice for an hour at a time, to hold that arm up for an hour, it takes strength, and you're not helping yourself if all your energy and concentration is thinking about the pain in your arm versus building like some muscle memory. So I would even go as far as to say, grab a couple weights and exercise that shoulder muscle so that it's, keeping your arm up for extended periods of time becomes unnoticeable. I'm at the stage now where I've been playing for 4 months and my shoulder is not hurting. My hands, they can get a bit sore, and you can expect your hands to get sore, and you can expect your shoulder and your back to get sore. So get set up, watch some videos, stay in the same position. This is going to encourage a consistent relationship with the neck, and is actually going to help build muscle memory so that you can shift and basically stay in tune. So that's it. That's video 1. As usual, criticize, comments, make fun of my huge balding forehead, whatever you want. All right.